Hello everyone, this is Oliver from Neo, and today we are proudly announcing a new launch, and it is the launch of the Genmaicha from Yakushima. So the Genmaicha from Yakushima is our new selected tea, and it is a very special tea because it is a Genmaicha, so a rice tea mixed with tea leaves. This tea has actually a rich culture or a rich history, I might say, because it is actually the first mass tea or one of the first mass teas which was available also for the lower classes, because tea was such a high priced commodity in the early times, and only the rich people could really buy the fine teas. The lower middle class actually developed the habit to mix puffed rice together with leaves, so they could take a smaller quantity of leaves and then make it into more teas by adding a little bit of puffed rice to the tea. So this is the history how this one is born, and it is actually the very first flavored tea in Japan. It was a long time the only flavored tea which you could have, but with the time now we have a little bit more of variety in Japan. But this one here is the very traditional and most known of all teas which are flavored in Japan. And what you can see that it is actually a mix of leaves together with puffed or with rice pieces. So this is about the tea. Now the tea leaves in the Genmaicha, so you have on the one hand you really have the puffed rice, and on the other hand there can be two varieties. You can either buy Genmaicha with puffed rice and with sencha, or you can buy it with bancha. Bancha is typical a tea which is a very common tea. It's a lower grade tea. It is very rich in minerals, but especially what it is known for is that it is very low in caffeine. So also Genmaicha has this positive part to it, that it is a tea which is low in caffeine, so you can easily drink as well in the afternoon or in the evening, or some people who are really not sensitive to caffeine can even drink it, or can drink it in the evening late. I often drink this tea in the night, or in the night just before going to bed, or in the evening after having eaten, or I drink the tea also on some cold winter's day. I like to drink it during the day. And on the other hand, what you can find is also that you have Genmaichas which are made from sencha, and sencha has a little bit more of caffeine, but due to the fact that it is also mixed with the puffed rice, it is also a lower caffeine tea, but has a little bit more. This one here, which we got from Yakushima, this one here is made with sencha. It's made with the first harvest, so it's a very high quality leaf which is used for this Genmaicha. And now we're just gonna go in and have a try of this one here, and I will describe you the taste, how this one tastes. So brewing instructions are actually the same as with the normal sencha. So what you have to do, you just leave the tea in for around 1 minute to 1.5 minutes maximum, and then you're gonna taste it. What's gonna be special about this one, I can already smell it in the taste. So the cereally taste of the puffed rice is predominant in this tea. So you got a lot of the sweetness of the sencha coming with it, with this tea. But normally you can really drink Genmaicha, and when you drink it, often you have the strongest part of the taste is really the puffed rice, and you got then the positive effects of the sencha or of the green tea or of the bancha, the green tea, in your body. So we're just gonna go in here. I leave it a little bit more than 1 minute, and then I just pour it in the glass. Good. Just see that everything is out. So what you can see is already in comparison to other green teas like the Gyokuro or like the Fukamushicha, which I tasted the other day, is that this greenish color is also a little bit driven by a yellow, a little bit more of a browner color, which makes it a little bit lighter but more going into the golden or yellow direction in color. So you have here a tea which doesn't have too much of this jade green color. But let's go into the taste. Directly when I take it in my mouth, I have instantly this strong taste of cereals, this strong taste of rye even. So really this a little bit, this popcorny flavor is also coming in my mouth. So this is something very particular, very special about this tea. And this I have really as a first thing when I take it in my mouth. And what you can see is that actually what now comes with it, when I concentrate a little bit more on the back of my tongue, you really get this sweetness coming out, so a beautiful sweetness which is developing in the mouth. And personally, I like the mix of this first cereally, rather strong, a little bit stark note, and then it really changes slowly into a more smooth, into a more beautiful sweetness. And this is also an aspect which I like, which is completely different to other teas, because other teas, they really develop with the same, with kind of the same taste, but changing within the scope of the leaf. And with this one here, what I like a lot is actually that you first have this cereally, nearly stalk flavor, and then it changes into the sweetness of the sencha. So you get the counterbalance of these pretty opposite tastes, but really beautifully mixed in this tea together. A beautiful blend of the cereal stark notes, and then coming to the sweetness of the sencha. And this is also in this tea a very good balance of a smoothness of both types of taste notes, and this is the blend which finally convinced us to take this tea into our assortment. What you can do with this is you can even go up to 3, 4, even 5 brewings, because the rice, due to the fact that it has a lot of taste, it gives long-lasting taste to the water, so you can really go up to 5 brewings. And with this one here, I will definitely do it. But for now, I just gonna leave you. I hope you like this, and I wish all of you just a great evening.